Okay, so we are dealing with 2.14, or the sine ratio, part 2. In previous lessons, we dealt with the tan ratio, which is TOA, but the one that we're really going to take a peek at and remember to put in every single one of our notes with the sine ratio is SO. SO standing for sine is equal to, or sine x is equal to, the opposite over the hypotenuse. And our job is going to be finding out unknown sides and angles based on using the sine ratio. So the instructions are as follows. Show all your work to guarantee full marks. Round your sine answers, so those decimal answers, to 4 decimal places, if necessary, and round off your length answers to 1 decimal place, if necessary. The one that's not in there is angle measures to nearest degree, okay? I saw some people on their Jamboard putting like 32.2 degrees. It's just 32 degrees, okay? That's what we're going to work with. So it says calculating the unknown opposite side using the sine ratio. So it says calculate the measure of the unknown opposite side, round your length answers to 1 decimal place if necessary. So if we're looking at this triangle, I'm just going to put A, B, and C. We know that A to B is we know the angle in question is 41, so angle A, but we know that A to B is our hypotenuse. And we know that there's an x at C to B, so it means that we have to deal with it. And because it is across from our angle in question, that is our opposite side. Okay? So based on the following information that we have, we will be able to go ahead and solve for that x. Once again, we write so we can write sine x is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. And we can begin to fill in some of the information that we have. So instead of the sine x, that x always refers to the angle. So it will be sine 41 is equal to the opposite, which we don't know, so that's x, and the hypotenuse, which is 42 meters. Make sure you get that down. Okay. And if we continue with this, we've dealt with this before. We need to start with finding what 41 sine, or sine 41, is equal to. And in this case, we round to 4 decimal places. So it is 0.6560 is equal to x over 42. But we know from past experience that to get x by itself, we're going to have to cross multiply. Since it's division on this side of the equation, to get it to the other side of the equal sign, we have to multiply. So it will look like the following. 0.6560 times 42 will be equal to x. And in this case, you should get x is equal to 27.5 meters. Make sure you're trying this on your calculator and you're getting the same answers. If there's some conflicting info or you're not getting that answer, feel free to write in the chat. And if you could just give a thumbs up if you are good to move on. Cool. Thanks. All right, moving on. It says calculating, excuse me, calculating an unknown hypotenuse side using the sine ratio. So we're doing the opposite of what we just did. So we found the opposite side. Now we're finding the hypotenuse. So calculate the measure of the unknown hypotenuse side and round off your answers to 1 decimal place. Once again, we're going to write our acronym because that's going to help us with sine x is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. If we have the triangle ABC once again, we know that A to C is our hypotenuse based on this angle of 57, and we know that A to B is our opposite. So we can begin to fill in some of the stuff. And we know that 57 degrees is our x, or our angle C, okay? So it would be sine 57, because we fill in the 57 into that x spot, is equal to, well, we have the opposite this time, but our hypotenuse is unknown, so that is x. And we know our first order of business is to figure out what this is equal to. So it'd be 0.8387 is equal to 10 over x. And from here, just like we did on the other side, we need this x to be on top or on the other side. So to do this, we got to multiply it by 0.8387. So it would look like 0.8387 times x is equal to 10. However, we want x by itself. And on this side, it is multiplying 0.8387 by x, but we want to get it over to the other side so that x is by itself and we can isolate it. So in this case, since it's multiplication on this side, when we move it across the equal sign, it becomes division. So it'd be x is then equal to 10 over 0.8387. And you should come out with the answer of 11.9 centimeters.